going to be watching Al Costello along with Bill Gavoich in some wrestling demonstration holds, and I have something too I'd like to say about Al Costello. He's known in wrestling circles as the man of 1,001 holds. He knows them all. Well, now Al Costello is going to start training young people in the skill and the arts of professional wrestling. Most of our wrestlers come from college ranks, and you'll see some of the college wrestlers in our Am-Pro portion of wrestling. Once they have graduated from college, in the future they will be going to Al Costello, who will train them as to how to wrestle in professional wrestling. Let's go to the ring now with Terry Sullivan.
Well, we've gotten our rings swept all out here very quickly, and we're into our demonstration of wrestling holds and maneuvers with certainly an expert in the field of professional wrestling, if ever there was one. In fact, I understand it's very soon that you'll be starting your own school for wrestling.
In the very near future, but at the moment we're primarily interested in what we're doing in the ring. Now, wrestling at its best is a combination of balance, timing, and leverage. Now, I'm not going to go into the fundamentals at this moment, but what we're going to attempt with Bill Gavoich is to familiarize the fans the different standard holds in professional wrestling.
Right.
Okay, some of them are submission falls, some are pin falls, and so forth. Okay.
And some regular holds. Okay, this is the first one, right? Our referee hold would be the first one. This is a standard opening hold with which many wrestlers begin their matches, sort of to test their opponent out, see exactly what they can expect. The referee hold, Al Costello and Bill Gavoich doing the demonstration here. And that's it, very simple. From that point, anything can and probably will happen. The next is the half Boston Crab. Now, many wrestlers do use this as a submission hold, right, Al?
This is a submission hold.
Yes, okay. When applied correctly and when wrestlers do considerable training with it, it can be a submission hold. You'll see the half Boston Crab, and they call it the half because he's only on with the one leg. And I imagine Bill Gavoich is ready to submit, except Al, of course, was not applying all that much pressure. The next one, the standing swivel wrist lock. The standing swivel wrist lock. And you can see the action with the wrist. Takes his man right down, just as easy as can be. Of course, Al Costello makes all of this look so easy. You're such a master at all.
I didn't intend to bring him to the mat, so I'll just go through that again. So more or less a standard standing up hold. Okay, I'll just go through that one again.
All right. The standing swivel wrist lock once again, which many of us might okay, look at the finesse. It's amazing. Very good. Okay, and we move right on now to the hangman. Again, a submission hold, correct, Al?
Now, Bill Gavoich is going to apply this. This particular hold was invented by a fellow called Howard Cantonwine, who at one time managed Gorgeous George. This particular hold is very dangerous.
It is a submission hold again. This is the hangman. Very, I think you'll recognize this. You've seen many wrestlers use it in one form or another. Again, okay, and that is it. And you can imagine the pain and agony and things that go through on something like that. We're going to move on then to the Japanese side wrist lock takedown. Japanese side wrist lock takedown. Very simple. You'll see the wrist lock, and Al will take Bill over and down. Just like that. Again, he makes it look so easy. Good, Al. The next one, the leg full Nelson pin. Okay, you've almost... Right. You've almost got your match won, and if you've got a mind like Al Costello, you would probably consider the leg full Nelson pin. And look at that. Look at that. And what can he do? Except count 1, 2, 3. Great. The leg full Nelson pin, that's called. The next one, the atomic drop. Now this is a dangerous, dangerous hold. Right. We'll see the atomic... Okay. Bill will apply the atomic drop on Al Costello. I'm sure you'll recognize this one. Again, wrestlers do use their own methods sometimes. And of course, that's in one continuous, very swift motion. Very swift and very painful motion. The atomic drop. Now on to the Indian deathlock. A lot of submission holds here. A lot of dangerous submission holds if they're applied properly.
This particular maneuver was invented by a fellow called Chief Little Wolf, who I had the pleasure of wrestling in Australia many years ago, the Indian Deathlock.
Okay, and Al Costello, of course, has added it to his stable of holds and maneuvers, and we'll see the Indian Deathlock, as learned by Al Costello many years ago in Australia. Okay. And again, that would be one continual motion, and Bill Gavoich obviously in a lot of pain right there. And if you were to apply a lot of pressure there, I think we would have had a win on your part. Moving right on, this is a new one on me, the Kodiak Bear Hug. The Kodiak Bear Hug.
This was a specialty of Yukon Eric.
Okay. Let me move into the Kodiak Bear Hug. Whoa, yeah. All right. Very impressive. Next one, the swivel wrist lock and backdrop. Now this is one of Al Costello's own patented holds. I don't know if you've got a patent on it, but Al Costello is the man who developed this, the swivel wrist lock and backdrop. And over he goes. Again in a match that would take place much, much quicker and with the intended results of weakening the man or possibly for the pin. Next, rolling body scissors and pin. Again, I think many of you fans will recognize this. We've seen it many times. Maybe not applied as well as Al does it. And over he goes. 1, 2, 3. That's it. That is the rolling body scissors and pin. The scissors with the legs wrapped around him. That's why they call it the scissors. And the last one, another one that you yourself have patented, the Chinese rack.
Chinese rack.
This is a submission hold, correct? Okay, this is Al Costello. This guy's got hundreds and hundreds of submission holds. This is just one, the Chinese rack. And there it is. You can see why they call it the rack. The man is racked up. Al and Bill, thank you both very much. It's always a pleasure to have you on, displaying your tremendous knowledge of the science and sport of professional wrestling.